Hey, welcome to another episode of the Goalpost, and I'm joined by my compadres, Zweli, Sihle, and what's
Yo,
happening,
what's good?
gents?
What's good? What's good? Look at this happy man. Look at this happy man.
Yeah.
Big Rom is back.
Oh, nah, he's an influencer.
11 games
Yo,
without this guy. And on it took him 15 minutes for him to remind us what we're missing.
yeah,
His presence, bro, is just amazing.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
just
you.
yeah.
amazing.
11 games.
Ish, dog. I know, Sihle, dog. My man, I wanted you, Vela, to go first, bro, because I know your team yesterday, they had to dig deep, because, I mean, they conceded the first goal, and
Yeah.
then, man, you guys, I feel like even Kante, man, like, yo, Ngolo Kante, Bafetu.
Bro, he was so creative for me. I was very not surprised, but I was like, big ups to this guy, dog. He's they've changed his role in the team and he's adapted very well to that, bro. He's adapted very
Yo,
well.
Yeah, and everyone really the problem is that a lot of players struggle with adapting to a new style of play.
Yeah.
Where they in their mind they caught on with no I play a defensive midfield role and I can't be creative, and
Mm.
Ngolo was asked to be creative and he's shining in his new role, so he's
Yeah.
one of the few players that can go right ahead and do that. And when speaking on the game yesterday, I watched it.
yeah.
First half, it was a from my side, it was a very mixed masala first half, but
Mhm.
it is what it is. I think the game changer from us, to be honest, was the last 20 minutes where we brought on Big Rom, and
Big Rum.
literally it was day night.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the penalty, with any of our other players, the second penalty, with any of our other players, we wouldn't have gotten that penalty because it was a powerful run, literally from our half right up until the
The
opponent's
18 area.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he wrote two challenges just to show that,
yeah,
yeah, man,
yeah.
Nyapambi. Nyapambi.
Mm.
And I
So,
feel like
so, so
sorry. Okay, go.
go for it. Go for it,
No,
X.
no, I was just saying, I feel like that's how Romelu Lukaku is normally deployed, like for Belgium. He's normally
Yeah.
making those sort of runs. Even for Inter Milan, Brad, last season, he was scoring so many goals, like in the manner in which way he
Yeah, we
collects the ball
pick the
from the
ball up. Yeah.
halfway and then just stride. But of course, defenders have to give him what I can space behind them, for that to happen. But yeah, anyway, you can proceed, my G, again.
No, no. Honestly, to be fair, what's been missing for the last like 10 games, to be honest, is that focal point. In as much as a lot of people say no, Chelsea doesn't play, they don't need, they can do this false nine type of play where you we can flood the opponent with our midfield players. At some point, for you to change the game, you require that number nine who's a brute, like
Yeah.
literally a powerful striker that can either score with the head or that can commit not ready defenders to stupid silly fouls.
Yeah.
And that was wrong yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally, a cross comes in. If you think about it, had we had Pulisic, had we had
Habits.
Havertz, yeah, we
Yeah,
wouldn't have that goal, that type
Yeah.
of goal. So fine,
true.
Kai is good with his head, but with Rom, he was dominant yesterday.
True. I was about to say when you said Kai is good with his head, I was gonna say, but Rom bullied Mings, bro. Like
Yeah.
he just took,
The whole
he
No,
took,
game, bro.
bro.
The
He
whole
just took.
game. He bullied
It was
him.
like taking candy from a baby, bro. Rom was winning everything, dog.
Well, Mings got exposed. In the first half, he had to
Yeah,
worry about players running off him. And in the second
yeah,
half,
yeah,
Rom was like 1v1. Let's go. I'm gonna challenge you in
yeah,
the air.
yeah,
I'm gonna challenge you when I get the
and he
ball.
couldn't do the 1v1.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I
That's
agree
and
with Sihle in terms of the first game, bro. The first half being all over the show. I think that own goal may have stunned Chelsea just a bit. I know it was after in the 28th or 30th minutes,
yeah.
but shout
Yeah,
out to them, bro. Like Chelsea really turned the game around.
Yeah, no, that's true, bro. Because for me, I was impressed in how they just turned the game around.
Yeah.
And I mean, Villa are a very tough team. I mean, it's not a team that
Well
I mean,
organized
well organized. Liverpool needed a penalty to beat them. So,
to beat
I
them.
mean,
Yeah.
I just wanted to see how Chelsea will, of course, turn around all the drop points that they've experienced in the past few games. I mean, this is our first win in the Premier League in like three, right? If I'm not mistaken. Because you
No,
drew your
we
previous. Yeah.
no, I think we
I think
won. I could be wrong, but I think we won
Yeah.
our last game. Was it a
1-1
cup
last
game?
one.
Yeah.
1-1
Yeah,
last one.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, 1-1 last one. All right, all
Yeah.
right. Yeah, but I mean, for a team like Chelsea, who are very consistent, it's not something that is normal. Big
True,
shout
true,
outs to
true.
you, Jerome.
What up, Jerome?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
No,
And then,
but
sorry.
honestly, yeah, one of the last a lot of people beginning of the season looked
Yeah.
at us as in we're stupid when we signed a 100 million striker. But I think
Mm-hmm,
yesterday was
Big
one of
Rom.
those where we needed
mm-hmm.
to show why we brought in a 100 million striker.
Yeah, that's true. And as well, I mean, I feel like Lukaku when he's someone who normally scores a lot against teams like especially the mid-table teams a lot. He tends to,
Yeah.
score a lot. And so I feel like that's how maybe your manager is now gonna start deploying him. Or with Tuchel, I mean, he's someone who's smart. I mean, like I'm not too
Yeah, but
sure. Yeah,
I think Zweli will back me on this. I think
yeah,
the league is won with these one of these mid-tier teams that you
yeah,
never know.
Yeah.
exactly.
They are difficult bunch where you can either drop points. If you drop points, everyone is surprised. If you draw, you're like, no, we should have won that game. But like that in itself
Yeah,
speaks volumes about Villa themselves. Like
Yes.
yeah,
Villa, they put up one of Watkins. I was irritated myself that I didn't put Watkins in my fantasy league because
yeah,
that he was running rampant. But
yeah.
can we talk about Silver for just a moment?
Hey, hey, Tiago, your favorite man, dog.
Thiago.
No, but Tiago, guys, is one of the greats, dog. Very underrated. Very, very.
Yeah,
One of the
no,
most underrated center
I
backs of
respect
all
that
time.
man.
Yeah, yeah, no.
And we got
Let's
him for
talk about
free.
him.
No,
Hey,
For me,
we got him for free. And he
yeah.
is the calmest player in the whole field.
dude.
I think having Tuchel there, who came from PSG also, just gave him that level of comfort. I
Yeah,
think it also comes with Rudiger having a German coach. I mean, under Lampard, as you know, Rudiger was not starting, wasn't doing
Now
the
he was on
thing.
his way out.
Yeah, he was leaving, dude. He was leaving.
Mm.
But yeah, bro, like you say, Thiago's shining right now. I don't, you know who shocked me? Alonso. The way Alonso was playing was also shocking me. Because
yeah.
I was
I
looking
don't think yes,
Sorry.
post match. I was looking at his heat map.
yeah,
Hey, that guy, yes,
yeah. No, that boy played. Bro.
he was
That boy
going
played.
forward. He was coming back. He was going forward. He was coming back. His heat map is
Yeah,
literally the whole field on the
yeah. No,
on
he
his
worked.
side.
He worked, bro. And surprisingly, Reece James didn't do that well.
Ish.
Very.
He had a shock of a game. I was watching it and I said to myself,
Mm,
it's either he needed that reminder that he's not the best, and for him to
Yes.
be the best, he needs to be consistent.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. No, that's true. Even
Yesterday was a shocker. His crossing was like all over the place. His tracking was fine. Even the OG,
Yeah.
it was all him.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was also like, man, I know
What?
people are going to feel like it's a tough one, but man, I was like, Reece James, you're just 1 second too slow, bro. Like, we know you as a player who's alert, but there, I know
Yeah.
you let us down, bro. But
Hey,
anyway,
bro.
I
Yeah,
want to
He
and
did.
also
keep
mainly
going.
as a keeper was relying on James, and then he was
Yeah.
surprised when the ball came in. It's like, oh shit, it's coming from this side.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll take the 3 points and we'll be happy.
And
Yeah,
me
no.
as well. He also costed me for fantasy because I had Reece James in my
Oh,
team. So that own
damn.
goal, resulted in 0 points. But it's so Gucci. It's okay, guys. And then I'm not sure if you guys also watch Arsenal because I kept switching. At times I'd check out Arsenal. like Bukayo Saka, guys. Like, do you guys
Bro,
rate him? That's
thinking
the
about it
first
today.
question.
I rate
Yeah,
him, bro.
yeah,
I rate him. I
you
think
rate
he's
him.
heavily talented. I feel like he's for his age, he's technically brilliant. He's got pace. Obviously, because of his size, he may not be the strongest, but I think he's an amazing footballer, dog. I think his control and people are going to chop my head off for this, right? His control kind of reminds me of Mahrez's one. The way the ball sticks to his foot, the way he
Yeah.
can move with it. Yeah, maybe he doesn't have that finishing, that end product that Mahrez has, but he's slowly coming into his own, and he's still young, right? How old is
He's
Bakayo?
It's probably like
Bukayo
20, if
20,
not less.
2021.
Yeah,
Listen
it's
to
there.
that.
Yeah,
So
bro.
so I feel for him to take his game to the next level, he needs to
Yeah.
move away from Arsenal.
Are
I
you for
rate
Hallelujah,
real?
them.
amen. Hallelujah, amen.
Yo, guys, are y'all for real?
Nah, I am.
Shit.
I rate that
A lot
boy. I
of
think he's
Gunners won't be happy about that, you know.
no. I think Gunners need to realize who they are and what they are in the football fraternity.
Yo,
Right now,
yo, Sihle,
That's
dog.
cold, bro.
I felt
That's
that,
cold,
dog.
bro.
I really felt that.
nah,
Yo.
it's not even taking shots at anyone. It's one of those where I look there's a player there. He's
Yeah,
intelligent,
Yeah,
but most games he finds himself lost in the match. He needs a
yeah,
manager. I'm gonna use Pep. I'm gonna use Tuchel. He needs those two managers or Klopp.
yeah.
Those three managers that can manage him to the point of greatness.
yeah. I
Yo,
agree. I agree.
yo, guys. I mean, I won't lie. I do. Of course, if you leave Arsenal, I mean, your
You
chances
will
of
succeed.
improving, and winning, of course, especially you're gonna most probably be surrounded by elite ballers who are
Yeah.
winners, and then of course that will make you elevate your game. But another player I also wants us to discuss, guys, Smith Rowe as well, because this is his
I had
10th
him on my
goal.
I had him on my fantasy league.
Yeah.
Because I was
Damn
caught
it.
between I was caught between Saka and him,
Yeah,
and I wasn't sure because I think Saka at some point had a 75% chance of playing. So
yeah.
I was like, no, it's fine. Let me go with Smith Rowe. That's another player.
Can I
You,
comment
you remember?
on the statement Sihle made about Bakayo, bro?
Yeah,
I really agree, X, because if you look at Nketiah, Arsenal
yeah,
offered him a new contract and he turned it down because he
Yeah,
sees that, man, structurally my football won't grow, or I'm
yeah,
just not going to hit the heights that I'm going to staying at this club.
yeah, but
So I just want to agree about that.
it's that
yeah,
saturation point where Arsenal can take you up until this point, and then
And then you must
after
fly.
that you can't. You
Yeah.
need to
yeah,
find another team, whether the team is a Liverpool, whether the team is a Man City. Man City most likely.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea, they won't go to Chelsea, or they move out of the country. But one
yeah,
of those two players,
yeah.
I rate them. I rate those boys.
Yeah, yeah, because I think at Man City, especially Upakayo, but no, Upakayo and Foden in one position. Ooh,
It's
that'll be
tricky.
tough.
No,
That'll
but
be
Especially Foden right up
crazy.
against the mid.
this
Yeah,
this is my view on that. The
yeah,
next person might say no. Man City is saturated with stars. The way
Mm.
that Pep what's the word? Pep changes his sides.
yeah,
Man City players are the worst players to have in fantasy because you never
yep,
know who's going to start and who's going to be on the bench.
yeah,
Yeah.
And the one thing I know is that what elevates most players, besides a brilliant manager, is having the level where you're not the number one in that position. So either you have to train harder, or
yeah,
you have to prove that you're differentiating. There's a differentiating factor between you and two other players that are brilliant.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I know
So I
that's
think
true. Yeah, sorry.
Foden now is caught up in the hype of him being the next best thing, and I think with Jack coming Man City, it's clouded him. It's clouded Foden to think he's the best and he can do what other rock star players are doing, and that in itself will be the detriment of his game. And
Yeah.
we know he's a baller. We
Yeah,
we can't question that, but off the field, it leaves much
hey,
Yeah.
to be
No,
desired.
their discipline is a bit wild, man. It's a bit wild.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
Yeah. Remember him and Greenwood, bro, when they got
Yeah, him
kicked
and
out.
Greenwood also got up
Yeah,
to some stuff.
but of course they made it about Greenwood, as and we all
Obviously, because
know
the nigga
why.
black, bro. The nigga black. But all jokes aside, man, shout out to
Yeah,
Arsenal, guys. I feel like
yeah,
that game they played very well. The fact that they got a
yeah,
clean sheet was brilliant.
yeah,
Their passing was amazing. Their ball possession was great. So shout out to Arsenal. I see what Arteta's doing. I don't think he's got there yet. I don't think he'll get there in the next 2-3 years. But I see what
yeah,
he's trying to do, especially with
yeah,
his
But here's a
players.
question. Here's a
yeah.
question for you though. Arsenal's next 3 games, if they lose their 3 games, the fans are still going to get agitated because
Of
Mm.
course.
I've noticed Arsenal fans are very, very fragile fans.
Hey, yeah,
He said, "Bro,
man.
you sound like you just hate Arsenal, bro."
It's his main rival.
Nah, I don't hate Arsenal. Arsenal has given us probably um the most
Talented player.
Brazilian-esque, yeah, Brazilian-esque play, where if you watch them, you
Yeah,
go back, you go back in the Wenger days, you watch them, the way that they pass, it's entertaining to the eye,
Yes, yes.
where
yeah,
you can see, oh yeah, they pass it like this, next thing they walk it in the goal. But ever since then, I feel they've made appointments that were temperamental appointments. I
yeah,
don't think Ateta is the right manager. I don't. I think he's an intern. I think he's a fraud. I think that the way that he's treated Obama is uncalled for. I
yeah,
But I
think
mean, the
it's
way Obama
he
has also
was.
carried himself, you know.
Nah, I think that's the difference between a top manager and just a manager. In that a top manager understands their players and they manage their players. With Jack and Foden, um, Pep went on a press conference and he was blunt. He was no, the players disappointed me. And then one of the reporters went and said, "We just want to get an understanding." And then Pep went and said, "I don't owe you any understanding."
Mm.
That in
mm,
itself speaks volumes about the manager and how he's protecting his players, even though they're wrong.
yeah,
With Ateta, he's hung Aubameyang out to dry, and
yeah,
I feel, and this is me being honest, I feel the punishment far is far worse than what
Than the
Aubameyang has
crime.
done.
Than the
Yeah.
yeah,
crime.
yeah. No,
So
that I
that's
fully
why
agree.
that's where my gripe is it generates from.
Yeah, but didn't he also do that to Özil as well? It's crazy how Özil got ousted as well. This guy
Yeah.
one day he was playing well, then he just disappeared.
But that's
Yeah,
all
but I think I
politics.
think
That's
I
politics.
Okay.
think
That's
I think
football.
Ozil
Also,
is one of
small
those
crowds
players
about.
also.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah,
yes.
Ozil is one of those temperamental players, but he needs the manager to because you can't treat all players the same. You
yeah,
it's not a copy and paste with players. You have to get that understanding and that the individual they also have big heads. They also think they're better than the club. You just have to get
yeah,
them to understand that they are a sum of their parts, meaning that
yeah,
the team does require them, but
yeah,
the team can still function without them.
yeah.
But what Arteta has done, I don't see Aubameyang playing for Arsenal ever again.
Damn. So it's
Agreed.
it's it's. I feel like it's dangerous signing a big contract with Arsenal because the last two players who actually like remember Aubameyang before the contract, the guy was amazing, winning the FA Cup, carrying Arsenal, top goal
Yeah.
Nah, but I
scorer.
think, I
He
think
signs a
Aubameyang
contract. Yeah.
on the contract, he's done the same as that French player, that the French striker that you have.
Who? French striker
Martial.
Lacazette.
No,
Martial.
no,
Lac-
the Man United French striker. What's his name?
oh, Martial.
Martial.
Yeah.
He's done the
Um,
same. Like literally, contract talks. He he banged them in, and then after
yeah.
that, he's like, yeah, I don't
Hey,
have to do
dude.
anything.
Which is insane, man. It's even with Özil as well. Özil was the highest paid player. Then all of a sudden, boom. We don't
Yeah.
see him play. So hey man, it could be tricky. I see why Emil Smith Rowe then. No, not Emil Smith Rowe. Who's this? Nketia.
Yeah.
Nketia's
Now,
moved
Nketiah's
away.
also
Yeah,
signed
no,
a contract.
Nketiah can see
Yeah.
the
He's looked
future.
at the situation. He's looked at the
Yeah.
situation. He said, "Nah, it's not for me."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Man City.
And he
Sorry.
banged. Sorry, last thing, just before we talk
Yeah.
about the Man City game,
No
Nketiah
worries.
banged a hat trick, bro, in the FA Cup, in the Carabao Cup, and
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
like, leave a
This
little
is on
statement.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to say, like, y'all see me, I'm leaving, bro. So shout out to that kid. Shout out to
Yeah.
that
No,
And
kid.
they've
then
offered him a contract. He's rejected it. He said, "Nah,
yeah.
Yeah,
he's good."
It's good. It's good. You can see that here in the long term, it ain't gonna work out. And then Leicester and Man City, guys,
woo,
like
woo,
first
what
half,
a
it was a
game,
game of two halves, bro. Because
literally.
first half, I'm like, Man City are gonna score 7 again.
I thought it
Then
was gonna
one
be
of
9, dog. I thought it was gonna be 9, dog. I think
yes,
it was 4-0 after the 25th minute. I was like, damn,
yeah,
Yeah.
should be
yeah,
up.
yeah. Actually, they're up, but then all of a sudden, boom, Leicester City with a comeback.
So I think Man City going forward,
Mhm.
best in the league.
Yeah,
Hands
Like
down.
literally,
hands down.
they can carve you open. Whether you've got a Van Dijk, they can carve
Yeah.
you like
Yeah,
slowly but surely. Hey, but defensively, they're suspect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think it was more of a mental thing. I think they switched off mentally because they thought the game was wrong. But without that, I think defensively they're actually quite solid, bro. I think they've scored somewhat like 20 something goals in the last I don't know how many games, bro, and they've only conceded like 3 or 4. So defensively, I
yeah,
think they're very good, man. I'll check
yeah.
my
So
facts.
so so you'd agree with me when I say Pep's type of play is to kill in the first half with like 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
can you
Like I feel
imagine
like,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, can
Sorry.
you imagine the team talk and you're losing 5-0 and it's only the first half? You then go half time, team talk. It's literally
What do you
it's
say to your
stunning. You're
players?
gonna be like, no,
Yeah,
we're managing the game now. We're not gonna go
yeah,
forward.
yeah. Exactly. But the thing is that just to show you, okay, I'm sure Pep Guardiola would have been frustrated with conceding those 3 goals,
Yeah.
especially in the manner in which he conceded them, because a lot of them
Within
was
12
soft.
minutes.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Then all of a sudden, it's now 4-3, game on. Then no, they switch things up. I just feel like if I were Pep Guardiola, I'd ensure that my players they like Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, bro. They don't
You
stop
never switch
scoring.
off.
They just make
Yeah.
sure as that they in their mind is like, guys, there's a record that we need to break. We need to
Yeah.
score as many goals against our opponents. They never stop. And so I feel like Pep Guardiola most probably would have mentioned that to them. Guys, goal difference. I mean, Liverpool's goal difference is also crazy in
Yeah.
comparison to Man City. There isn't much of a gap.
It's
So
3 goals.
it's 3 goals. Listen to that, bro. And I mean, if they
No,
won 6-0, they would have just further opened up the gap.
no, just to give you an
Hmm.
indication of what happened on this game.
Yeah,
City were 3-4 up,
yeah,
25th minute, and then went halftime. Halftime it was 4-0.
yeah,
Second half, by the 60th minute, the
yeah,
score was 4-3,
yeah,
and then they came back to score the 2 goals that they needed, the 2 goals cushion. And this is
yeah,
against the Leicester side that
yeah,
is missing a lot of players through
Yeah.
either injury or COVID.
yeah. That's true. That's true. You're all right. Hey, and hey, man.
So shout
It's
out to
also
Brendan.
yeah. Shout out to Brendan. Hey, but it doesn't get any easier though. I'm not too sure. Let me
Yeah.
just check the
I
next
saw their
fixture.
fixtures. Their fixtures are tough, bro.
Yeah, bro. They tough, dog. It really is
It's
gonna be.
Liverpool,
Listen to that.
Norwich,
Listen.
Watford, Burnley.
Okay.
Okay, it's not
It's
bad,
just
guys.
Liverpool. But of course, Liverpool are also going to ensure that they beat Leicester, just
Of course,
to be
dog.
in the race. So they'll most probably lose that game as well. And
Yeah.
then your former coach.
So,
Oh, sorry. Do you want
so
to say
here's the
something?
top tip for you. Do you know that Leicester might win tomorrow's game against Liverpool?
Why? Why? What makes you say that, dog?
No, the performance they put in yesterday. I,
Nah, I
I, I
think they're
see them
tired.
putting in a good fight.
Exactly. I also think they're tired.
They're
Liverpool are
tired, dog.
fresh, bruh.
They're
Liverpool
tired. The way
are
they played against
fresh.
City.
Yeah.
Liverpool,
I think.
Liverpool are like, thank you, COVID.
Yeah.
Gave us
Thank
a
you,
rest.
COVID. Yeah.
Thank
Now
you,
we
Is
COVID.
can
is Daka
recuperate.
gonna be back tomorrow?
Is who?
I'm not too. Utaka,
They they they
the
they
striker.
sort
Patsons.
Yeah,
I don't think
no
so. I don't think Patson's back yet.
not
Zimbidao.
Patson Daka. The is he from
Daka.
Zim or
He's from
is from one
Zambia.
of the
He's
Zambia? Is
from
one of the
yeah. He's from Zambia. Oh, I see. I'm not too sure if he'll be back because even with Vardy had a knock from the from the Carabao Cup, So that
nah.
knock
He's not
really,
ready. Vardy is
yeah.
not gonna even start tomorrow. He's
That's
not ready.
why that's why
It
Liverpool are gonna give them ish.
yeah.
It
It
could be
was a
high
bluff.
scoring again.
Having Vardy on the bench was a bluff.
Yeah, it was. Because hey man, Liverpool might just, also hit them with a six, you know. But hey, and then guys, Tottenham. I'm not sure if you guys checked out that game.
I watched
Yeah,
the
yeah.
game. That was a brilliant
Yeah,
game.
Lucas
Zaha
Moura.
is. I think no. I think
Oh
Zaha
yeah,
deserves a fine from the management team.
yeah.
From the the first yellow was a petulant yellow. The second
Yeah.
yellow, he knows that he's on a yellow, yet
Hmm.
he
Yeah.
still decides to fight a player over a ball that is a dead ball.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
For me,
he
I agree
deserves.
with you because this is a professional, and not only is he at the highest level of football in the world, he's the best player in the team. We are
Thank you.
looking at you for leadership. We're looking at
Yep.
you to set an example. So I was very disappointed by the way Zaha played. But like you said, X, it's all about the coach, bro. Conte has come
Hmm.
in and has transformed these boys, bro. I saw a stat that said Tottenham went from the least distance covered in the league, right? And then since Conte's got there, they've covered the most distance. So he's making them run, bro.
Yeah. True.
Uh, I think everyone would agree in that Spurs have always been a lazy
Yes.
team.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's so
Yeah,
true.
that I can
And
agree.
uh, I then Conte is not going to take that laziness.
Not at
Hmm.
all.
He's not, bro. I
Now,
also
now and
agree.
I watched the game yesterday, and I was and this is coming from a Chelsea fan. I see the difference he's making now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is, and as well, he's also instilling some, like he's making his players believe in what
Yeah.
he's doing because that's what most that's what top elite managers do more than anything. You make your players
But
believe
but I
in
want to
what
see
you.
what's going to happen in the transfer window. I think
Yeah.
Billy Ali is gonna bounce. He needs to go to like a Newcastle. They need him more. Um,
Yes, yo, Sihle, bro.
I
um,
agree. There'll be a lot of
nah,
chops
I
and
think
changes.
yeah. There's a lot of players that he has that he looks at and he's like, no, I inherited these players and they're not in my league.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's what I also fear because, as much as us as well with Ryan coming in, we're also gonna, beef up in certain areas. Tottenham
Them
also gonna
too.
do the same thing, bro. That's why
Yeah.
fourth place is gonna be very tough this season. I'm just hoping Chelsea can, as much as you guys won yesterday, I'm just hoping you also join in, make things much more interesting. Yeah. But I doubt you
Nah,
will. I doubt
if
you
you look
will.
at the point, if you look at the point count as
Mm,
is right now, we are third with 41 points.
yeah,
Arsenal is fourth with
yeah,
35 points.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah.
so what? That is what six?
Hmm.
Yeah, 6 points. I
Bro,
don't
this is
see.
the Premier League, dog. Things can
Okay,
change. Things can
okay.
change.
Mendy is doing in Africa.
Like things can change, CJ, bro. I'm not saying they will, but like you never know, bro. Like you may be
True.
up there, then all of a sudden,
You
it's
know what I
it's
think
bad.
a lot of people have with
Hmm.
regards to things anything can change X. A lot of people have taken or they aren't regarding the fact that COVID has messed up the league so much. So when
So,
people
hey, it
when
didn't
people
mess it
make
up. They
predictions
literally
based
it turned it
on
upside down.
fixtures of the past, it's very tough now because the whole thing of if a team is doing well during this period, they'll continue to do us tough now. Like United, we're what 2 games, 3 games, sorry, behind everybody because of COVID. So that helps us in a way, but also hurts us in a way. So it's a tricky time right now for top four position because the teams haven't played enough games. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, that's so true, man. I fully agree with you on that one, bro. It's gonna be interesting because imagine having a double game week and then you've got Champions League in between, because we're still in the
dude.
tournament. So it will make things a bit dire in the long run. But I'm
Yeah,
hoping that we can cope because at the end of the day, you need to cope, especially if you're a big club. If City experience these things, you won't find Pep complaining because he knows, bro. I got sauce all over, bro,
yeah.
everywhere.
Hey,
You know,
I need to call you out, X. You
yeah. What
said
did I
you said that Manchester was gonna win their next 6 games, and we lost
Yeah.
our last one. I forgot to
Which
call you
one?
out.
Which one
Who
did
did
we
we play?
lose? No,
Give me
we
a
didn't
second.
lose.
We
We haven't
lost.
My
lost
guy.
under Reinik. We haven't lost, man, dog. We
No,
went
I'm
out.
looking at your last 4 games. Oh, sorry, your
Yeah,
last 5 games. You've won
Oh, we
three,
haven't
drew
lost.
one, and lost one.
yeah. Under Reinik, we haven't lost though. This is when I was talking. This is when I remember I showed you the list after we got Reinik, and I was like, Zweli, yeah, because I
Oh, it
trust
was
Reinik.
after Reinek. My bad.
I mean, we have a sports psychologist now, dog. Can you imagine a team like ours with no sports psychologist? You see what I'm saying, dog? Things just but we pass around it. So I got it, dog. It was just we're just in disarray, bro. We weren't serious. We weren't moving like a big club. No sports
Okay.
psychologist,
So,
guys. I
so X, is this you saying tonight? You're putting five
Mhm.
against what's this? Newcastle.
Newcastle. Are we
Yeah,
smacking
five's a lot.
Newcastle? I'm not
We
saying
smacking them for
five,
5.
not five, bro. Because I still haven't seen Ranick's. You see, if you're a Tottenham
Footprints.
fan, you understand what thingy Conte is doing. So you now a
Yeah.
bit more confident when you're going against teams. With Ryan, our first two fixtures were a bit, players were still adjusting to playing a high press and also being also quick on the ball. Because I feel like his tactic is a bit of everything. It's a bit of pace, power. At the same time, you also need to know how to deliver quality passes at a fast rate. So
Okay.
yeah, I think we're gonna beat Newcastle. I think we're gonna beat them. What's your predictions, really, or should I go first, bro?
Now you can go first.
I'm saying we're gonna win 3-0. It'll be a comfortable 3-0.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I was saying.
Spurs and Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish. But okay, I have to be honest, bro. Our defense is not amazing. So I'll say 3-1. I'll say 3-1.
I'm not I still maintain, bro. We've got the hair, bro. He's my keeper this week for fantasy.
That's
So
true.
I
And
need
buy
that
you my
clean sheet. Yeah, man. And I
Can
feel
I
like,
can I give you my
yeah,
can I give you my prediction?
yeah.
of course, of course.
4-3 to Newcastle.
Oh.
4-3 to Newcastle. Yes,
Ah,
you are
no.
drunk on Timo Werner.
Yes, yeah, he's
Drunk on
really
Timo
drunk.
Werner.
It's that Corona, dog, that he was drinking just now. Like, I saw you down it. It went straight to the head and started messing up everything. But it's all good,
Speaking about
Sihle,
straight to
man.
the head, bro.
Yeah.
West Ham. It went all to
Hey,
their head. They thought
hey,
they were gonna stay on top forever.
I
yeah,
watched that game. Probably this weekend, 3 games that caught my eye. Okay, besides the Chelsea game,
yeah,
the West Ham, Spurs, and the Brighton game.
yeah,
Those games intrigue me. Brighton, at some point were on the up, and I think they lost like what 2, 3 games, and then it dawned on them that hey, we're not as brilliant as we thought we were. I think they drew,
yeah,
yeah, they drew the 3 games, and then they came down. So I was very
yeah.
much interested to find out how the bees were going to, because the bees are a problem.
Hey,
Brentford is a
I
problem.
For me,
yeah,
guys,
Brentford is the Leeds of last season.
yeah,
I
yeah. What are
agree,
you
right?
saying?
Listen, I agree. Brentford started the season so strong, but that game against Brighton, bro, was so poor in my opinion. Like I've never seen such a poor display of football. Like they didn't win any second balls. They gave up, dog. Like simple passes. They gave up the ball away too easily. In the final
Yeah,
third, Brentford shocked me, dog. They didn't do what they usually do. What's that boy? Tony was back. I thought they were gonna
yeah,
bang. But they weren't doing the things that they were, bro. I was so disappointed. But like you say, Sihle, they started the campaign very strong, and it's very, what's the right word? It's on brand of a newly promoted team to start so hard and then later on there's a bit of Like,
Yeah,
They get
um,
tired.
they
yeah,
Injuries,
get
they get
if you
tired.
look
tired.
at the
Yeah,
injuries,
yeah,
and
that's true.
Yeah, and
so I
intensity,
took a
bro.
bet. I took a
Mm.
bet, and
Intensity.
I had Tony as my captain for this weekend, and that backfired. But hey,
Ah,
it
you're
is what
not
it is. Maybe
serious. You're not serious about fantasy, dog. Like for me, Tony. Yeah. But I agree with you, Zweli, dog.
but
It's
I
a
think it's
discipline.
fantasy is one of those where you look and you're like, you have to take a bet at some point. I
You
looked, I
gotta
said
take a lucky
Brighton.
draw.
Yeah,
Ah, maybe not. Went Tony as my captain.
yeah. No, for me,
What were you
man.
saying?
No, for me, man. Like the discipline effect. I feel like the discipline effect is taking its toll on Brentford.
It's fizzled out.
It's beginning. They're beginning to fizzle out. Um, Teams are figure you out, especially like remember even with that team last season, Sheffield. Remember when Sheffield came in? Sheffield were on fire, bro. And then COVID
For the
hits. And
first
then when
10
COVID
games.
hit, yeah,
Yeah.
when COVID hit, they were just catching L's left, right, and center. You know what I mean? And then they started dropping down the league. So I feel like Brentford, that's what's gonna happen to them, unfortunately. Like, yes, they were good at first, but it's catching up to them now. Like,
Yeah,
as Swilly mentioned, bro, like they're getting tired, bro.
yeah.
And they might also begin to start catching fives and fours, bro, in my opinion.
I'm trying to get their fixture list because if it's hot,
Yeah,
then Brentford might
yeah,
go down, bro.
yeah,
Their next game is City,
yeah.
and
But
then Aston Villa, and then
see,
Liverpool, and then Wolves, and then City, and then Crystal Palace, and then Arsenal. Ah, it's hot, guys.
it's hard, bro. They could lose all those games, my
They're
G.
gonna lose
They could
all of
lose.
this, bro.
And you
Brentford's
see if
going.
they and you see if they don't if they lose all their games there, it's late, dog. They're
Yeah,
also
no, they're
gonna
going
go
down,
down.
bro.
They're going down, bro.
What a bad run of games, dog. I feel sorry,
Yeah,
sorry for them. Damn.
yeah, bro. Because like teams like about Aston Villa, bro, they've got like greater aspirations now this season.
Yeah,
They're trying to get into the Conference League / Europa League, and so hey, they're not gonna let the Hornets fly by, bro. They're just gonna smoke them. Just get
yeah.
So
them
wait, so
falling.
who's getting relegated this season and who's getting Champions League, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay,
X,
should I go
X,
first?
please. X, you may
Okay,
start.
so for relegation, it's gonna be Norwich. It's gonna be Brentford, in my opinion. And I just wanna quickly check who else, man. I need to look at the log, bro. Just please bear with me.
Newcastle's going to survive.
I want them to get relegated, but I just have a
Yeah,
feeling that they might just pick one through.
The
Let
money
me just
might get
quickly
them
check.
out.
Yeah, the money might just get them out, but bro, for me, I'd be so happy if they
dude, it's
if
such
they
once you're looking X. I just want to speak
yeah,
about the mentality of the players at Newcastle. It must
yeah,
be such a tough period to deal with as a player
yeah,
because one, I must fight to keep this club up. I know next season I'm probably gone unless my name is Saint Maximum.
yeah,
So
Thank you.
it's a very
yeah,
weird stage
You're
or a very
conflicted
weird
as a
period.
player.
Yeah,
yeah,
because this coach has come in, Eddie Howe has come in, and everybody knows what his job is. His job is to keep them up, not
yeah,
to do anything fancy, just to keep them up. But we all know
Even
next season,
even the manager is going next season.
yeah,
yeah,
even the manager's going next season. So it's a very weird place. Like, am I?
yeah,
So here's the thing: am I fighting to prove myself to other teams within the Premier League
yeah,
that they can buy me, or am I fighting to keep this club up where I'm going to leave? Yeah, it's a very
yeah.
weird place, man, for a
No,
Newcastle
but like,
player right
I look at Lascelles.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Lascelles. And when Lascelles is the same as Winks. I don't rate them as brilliant center backs, but everyone seems to think they are the best. And. But
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah. So Sihle,
Um,
yeah,
yeah.
the last team, ish guys, it's gonna be controversial, but I think Leeds United are also gonna go down.
Woo!
Yeah. I
Bro.
know it's crazy, guys, but
And
like I
Leeds
feel
just
like,
won. No, wait, did Leeds win?
but the injuries, bro, they've got a very thin squad, bro. Very thin, dog.
That's true.
That's
No,
an
Leeds
issue that I
lost
have.
4-1 to
So wait.
things. Oh!
So
Bruh,
Leeds,
catch-
Arsenal, 11-0 to City. Aye,
you
never mind.
see, and they conceding a lot of goals, bro. A shitload, and they're not
And,
scoring
they're not
enough.
beating. They're not beating mid-table teams.
They're not scoring enough, really, dog. They're just not.
Yeah.
They don't look. They don't
Okay.
look like a threat going forward. Yeah,
okay, Leeds next 5 games:
yeah.
Burnley,
And that's a big one. That's a big one because
Yeah.
Burnley are third from bottom. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, yeah.
David Moyes,
Okay.
West Ham.
Newcastle,
Hey, that's a big one as well for them.
Villa,
Woo.
Everton,
Yes.
and then Man United.
Those are big. Those are tough games for all games are tough because I mean
It's situation
guys like
based.
Abonyu exactly like you can't be losing. Yeah, if they lose to Burnley and Newcastle, hey,
Can I just
It's gonna
speak,
hurt.
right?
gonna hurt
Speaking
them.
about
Yeah.
Burnley, I think Burnley's going to leave. I definitely think Brentford is going. I think Burnley's. I think Norwich is definitely going, and I think Burnley's going, bro. Because
Dude, they've got 3 games in hand though. That's why they
Oh,
got
tricky,
3 games in.
tricky.
Guys, Burnley, they hey man, you know how I hate that team, bro. Like that Burnley just have this thing, bro, of being able to survive, bro. They're like the Wigan. Remember Wigan Athletic back then? Wigan, bro, last 10 fixtures. It's smacking everyone. Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, you know, and then they survive
Yeah,
relegation.
Speaking of
Yeah.
games in hand, do you know that Spurs have 3 games in hand, and they are 5th right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
scary times. Scary
It
times.
is.
Bro. Scary times.
It is, but it's in hand. It's not points. So you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a wild
Yeah.
season right now, bro. But it's a wild season from number 2 down. We all know
Yeah.
who's going to win the league. If you are saying anyone else, you are lying to yourself because Man
Yeah.
City is the best team in England right now. I don't see Liverpool being able to keep up, especially with their
Yeah.
injuries. They're about to lose a lot of players. Shout out to Pep for not liking Africans. He's only going to lose Mahrez, you know. Whereas Klopp is about to lose 4 talisman. So
Yeah.
it's
Interesting
And then
stat.
Chelsea is also going to
You
lose
didn't give us
quite a
your
few
top
players.
4.
The most
Oh, my
important
top-
player is the keepers.
Oh, for you. Oh yeah, for Chelsea, Mendy. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Mendy has been selected in the
Oh.
Senegalese team.
All right. So top 4 is gonna be Man City,
course.
Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United.
I knew he was going to add us.
No.
He always does this.
Yeah.
He loves his team.
I love, dude. Not that I love my team. I just
Let me give you Spurs next 5 games.
yeah.
Huh.
And then you must give us our next 5 games afterwards.
Yeah. I'll
Go
I'll
ahead.
look for
Spurs.
ours. I'll look for
Yeah.
ours. Yes. Tell us Spurs.
Arsenal,
Woo!
Chelsea,
Woo!
Southampton,
Woo! Yeah, bro.
Man City,
Yeah,
and then the
bro.
last one, net the last one, Leeds.
Okay, Leeds, they'll beat Leeds. Yeah.
They'll beat.
But-
Okay, but it's
But did
tricky.
you hear that? Listen
Yeah.
to ours, bro.
Okay, ours is Burnley. I think
Yeah.
we'll win. Wolves, it's a tricky one. Aston Villa, it's a tricky one. West Ham,
I'm not
Yeah,
fearful. They're coming to Old
Moyes
Trafford.
was
They're coming to Old
happy.
Trafford, dog. At Old Trafford, as West Ham ever, but we always smack them at Old Trafford. It's fine.
true. Then
Yeah.
then Burnley and Southampton.
Yeah, but you see, those games aren't as tight. We're not playing Chelsea
Yeah, those are
and a
winnable.
Man
Those
City.
are winnable.
They're
games.
winnable.
Yeah.
Thank you. They're winnable. And for the mere fact that we now have structure in our team, it means we can now win. And we
Yeah.
shouldn't be fearful, bro. I mean, all I cried about, remember, Sihle, it was the coaching and the structure.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have that. Now I'm no longer
Speaking
as
about-
fearful. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
sorry.
speaking- Yeah. I was just saying, yeah, like I'm no longer as fearful as I used to be. You know, if this was who's this guy, homeboy, the guy who scored the tap in the final of the Champions League.
Havertz.
Ole. Yeah, if it was
Oh, Ole.
Ole, I'd be
You
very
forgot his
fearful.
name, my nigga.
Dude, fuck that guy.
I get Koda. He's like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm done with this guy.
I'm
then I
done,
asked the
dog.
question-
Yeah.
I asked the question. So if you lose tonight,
We're not
is that a
losing.
reflection on the team or the quality of the team that the manager has, or the manager's ability to take the team forward?
We're not
Can I
losing
answer?
though. Yeah.
Can I answer? I say the latter, bro, because as much as in life, as you guys know, when there's a con, there's also a pro. So COVID's con is we've lost and we've missed a few games, but the pro is that this guy's actually had time now to look at players in training sessions, to develop video
Thank
analysis,
you.
and to move forward. So
Yeah.
if we do not bang against Newcastle, I don't think we can look at the players and say anything. We have to
Yeah.
look at the management and be like, guys, and I
What's going
obviously
on?
yeah, what's going on? Obviously, people are going to say, yeah, but they haven't played in long. But these are professionals at training. They have the
Yeah.
facility to play games and keep fit. So
But one thing I
yeah,
can tell you, Sihle, is that we're not gonna
Yeah, but
lose, bro. So I'm not even
agreed,
worried.
agreed.
Yeah.
Really, I wish all Man United fans were like you.
Yeah.
They tell the truth.
Yeah. What did I say, dog?
X.
Like, I don't know, bro. Yeah, Zweli is like I pretty much agree with what Zweli said, dog.
No, he's
I
just.
don't
I think he says it means in general. In general,
in
man.
general. Ah,
No,
bro,
like
You
man.
and
honestly,
X,
I
you and
wish
I
they
have
tell the
calm
truth.
heads as United supporters. You know that.
Yeah,
There's
I
there's some
know.
United supporters whose heads are still in Fergie time. You know, time to
Yeah,
wake up, guys. It's time to
time to
wake
wake
up.
up, dog.
Yeah.
We used to be able to go to Gucci. Now we can't anymore, dog. It's okay. You know,
Times are
we
tough.
used to be able. We were driving the Rolls Royce. We need to downscale, bro. We're no longer there, and it's okay.
Guys,
At times you have to step back, yeah, and
we got lost
reassess.
What
again, guys.
is
X
it
reminded
you
me that
saying
he said scale.
you need to take
He said, who's your
a step back
bottom
for you to
three?
take 2 steps forward?
I
Yeah.
know, relax. Yeah. Pretty much. Sit there. Ask your question now. Yeah. What's in it?
Go for
Oh
it.
no, Sihle, I was saying X reminded me by saying the word downsize. You didn't give us your 3 relegation and your 4
Yeah.
champions.
I think Newcastle are going to be relegated
Yeah.
unless they do something magical in the January transfer window. And when I say magical,
Money's magic.
uh
Money's magic.
thank you. But then in them saying money's magic, it's going to create a wage structure of which they cannot maintain going forward. So one of two things are going to happen. Either they overpay for talent that they're going to get in for them to survive. And I think survival is paramount for them. But in them surviving, they've broken the wage structure, as in they don't have a wage structure. The next team that I think is going down, I think Norwich. We don't really speak much. We know. Yeah,
That
yeah.
Gone.
I wanna Ipeli know Watford. Hey, they straight me those two.
Mm.
Watford has done the right thing in that they've elected a top-notch manager, but in getting a top-notch manager, they haven't given him the players who are top-notch.
Besides Dennis.
baller.
I was gonna say that
Yeah.
Yabana Dennis is a
Mhm.
standout, a Watford, but Yabana survival is not a one-man team. It's not a one-man. It doesn't
Sure.
take one
Yeah.
player to go right ahead and determine it for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
All right, and your top
So
4?
for me, it's Norwich, Newcastle, Burnley,
Mhm.
A Watford young stress.
Okay.
I love their manager. I love what he did at Leicester. I don't want to see his legacy go down the drain.
Yeah. And then your top 4, bro.
Top 4. Hey, I want that top 4. So and this is in no naming order. This is in how it's going to finish. Chelsea, City, Arsenal,
One more.
Liverpool.
Arsenal, dog.
I'm insulted that you said Arsenal.
Okay. I know. I know.
Listen,
I know.
I wanted to insult you.
Arsenal, come on, dog.
Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Arsenal is not gonna make thing is not gonna make top four. Liverpool might scrape top four.
What?
The 3 weeks, yeah, Liverpool. The 3 weeks in Africa, the AFCON, yeah, another 3 week period is going to be very crucial for Liverpool. I
Yeah.
don't see Liverpool surviving, but
Mm.
yeah, it is what it is. But I think Man City and Chelsea are going to fight right up until the end. Pep Guardiola, in him not choosing African players, has done himself a favor.
Yeah, big time.
But yeah, it is what
It
it
helps.
is.
I'm sure he's like, I told you guys when he's in the boardroom. I told you guys about the AFCON. At least we're just losing one player. The
Yeah,
other teams they're losing a lot. Yeah, yeah. And then usually Brian closing your top
In
four.
and the
closing,
one player
I
is
think
a
I already.
disposable player.
Yes,
Go-
Sihle? Sorry.
That one player is a disposable player. Mahrez is a brilliant player, but within the structures of City, he is disposable.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
But
Can I
if you
can I
look at
say one thing
Liverpool,
before I speak about my?
before
Yeah.
you say, if you look at Liverpool, hey, they're gonna lose Salah, they're gonna lose Mane, they're going to lose
Keita.
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 Keita,
There's another player.
Matip.
But if you look just
Matip.
if you look at those four players, that tells you that's literally the spine of their team
Yeah,
because it's
that's
from
Speaking
true.
about
defense, midfield,
yeah,
and
midfield
attack.
forwards.
Yeah,
Speaking about that one player at um
City.
City that
City.
they're gonna miss. This is just a question that I want to pose to you, my brothers. How do we feel about Grealish? Should he
It's
have
just.
went there? Is he
They
doing well?
Can I go first,
no
bro?
man, they overpaid. They
Oh yeah, no,
overpaid.
Let me hear you, X.
yeah, of course, it's English players. You are gonna overplay for English players, regardless of whoever signs them. Yeah, but in my opinion, I never judge a Pep signing from the. I always judge them from the second season, not from the first season, because when you look in the past,
Okay.
Mahrez came in, wasn't so great first season. Second season became dope. Rodri first season, waste of money. Second season, fire. You see, so Gundogan as well. When he came in, he was very slow because he was coming back from a major injury. So he was just showing glimpses, and then the dude just grew. Cancelo's another one. First season, not
Yeah.
so great. Now, fire. So for me, I can't judge
No,
personally.
I think Cancelo is the exception to the rule because Cancelo came in and he came in running. But this is my view. So if
Yeah.
we say the English premium for players
Hmm.
is 30 million, okay, so that would put Jack Grealish as a 70 million signing, correct?
Yeah.
I don't see
Yeah.
Jack as a 70 million signing. I see
Yeah.
Jack
Same
as
here.
probably at most 45, and the 45
Yeah.
is what Arsenal would pay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That's.
agree.
Yeah. No, I agree, bro. Yeah. 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 I mean, it's like Harry
So I
Maguire. We
don't
also made
see.
a mistake, bro. We
No, you
Yeah.
splurged
didn't make a
on.
mistake. You fucked up. You didn't make a
Yeah.
mistake.
We.
Yes.
Yeah. We fucked up, basically. Like yeah.
don't
And
No,
don't
we
don't
have
X.
to.
don't downsize it. Don't downsize it to a mistake. You done fucked up now. You overpaid.
Yeah. No, big time.
I won't
Yeah.
lie. As always, bro. X, you dropped some knowledge on me there. I
Mm,
won't lie. I was very harsh in my judgment of Jack Grealish because
mm,
I don't feel like he's stepping up to the pay. I feel like he sometimes looks out of place. He
yeah.
looks a bit slower than the rest of his team when I watch them play. But
Mhm.
like you say, give him a season, Pep will
Give him a
create
season.
art. So
Pep is
I'll give him
gonna
that. Give him that.
watch, bro. You'll even be surprised, bro. Like
But X, I
No,
want to
but I,
say
I I think
he's English though. English players
yeah.
always do this thing where they look like, and then they disappoint. That's why I give so much respect to your
Stones
Sterlings.
Stones is one player. When Stones arrived from Everton,
Everton.
I
Yeah.
thought this guy is destined for greatness. Look where he
Yeah,
is right now. I'll also use another player who Pep signed and everyone thought, oh yeah, he's gonna do well. Jesus, where is he now? He's a number 9 that is no, he's the number 9. That is the number 9 that cannot get to play number 9 position.
I
I've
agree.
been telling you guys, bro. Brazilian players of today are hella stiff. They're not the same, bro. Like
Yeah, they were.
they really, they're not the same, dog. They need to change their philosophy, to go back to the good old days. Because right
Yeah.
now they're not great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no,
the game is changing.
yeah, yeah, it is. It is pretty much. But for me, man, the flair aspect to their game is what made them different. Like at times you have to play the way you are accustomed to play. It's like, for instance, in SA, our players are short in stature in general. Imagine us trying to play long balls and stuff like that. It wouldn't make
And
sense.
trying to hit the ball.
You see what I'm saying? At times, just stick to your fundamentals, bro. Like Spain does that. Spain have short players, but hey, about Mata, look at Mata. Mata is like as tall as the corner flag, but man, is hectic. But anyway, gents, we've had a long episode. It was longer than I as anticipated, but for me, it's dope. This is my therapy, guys. This is just so therapeutic, just speaking to you guys. And anyway, thank you so much for availing yourselves on a public holiday. I mean, you could be doing what Sihle is doing with your mates, but you chose
Nah, Chelsea has me feeling like this. Chelsea has me feeling like this. Like Rom Lukaku is literally, if free advice, have Lukaku for your next game week.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah, no stress, no stress. We'll do. And you must also have Ronaldo. Yeah. But anyway, guys.
No.
In closing, X, I agree with your top four. Later.
Thank you. Peace.